Hi beauties, hi beauties. As you see, I am off private. Why, Kelly, thank you, sweetheart. How are you? Okay, let me see, because I don't like it when people act like they're dumbasses. Like you don't know how to get in somebody's fucking box. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Today, for the ones who do not know, we are going to be talking to Jen, the comeback kid. I just sent her the invite. Okay, so I only agreed. Let me put my earpiece in. I only agreed.
Yeah, I had to put mine in too.
I only agreed to do this if you were 100% transparent, 100% honest.
I am. And I'm ready to do this.
If we're going to be in, you say that you are in recovery. You have just started your recovery journey, right?
Today.
Today. Okay, so the pictures that we've seen floating around the internet of you with your brothers with a meth pipe, that's real, right?
That is not at my brother's. That was 4 weeks ago at the girl's house that they picked me up at. Because they're all friends. I was in a back bedroom at my friend Leslie's house, and Earl and all of them know them. And Earl was there. The picture you see him coming in the room, yeah, that was at his house. But the picture actually with that pipe, that was 4 weeks ago at my friend's house that Earl picked me up at. That is wrong.
Okay, because I seen, they said, it's not. Okay, so I seen that when you were sitting on the bed with your dog, you had something.
Yeah, I admit that. It was a pipe, but that was 4 weeks ago.
No, I'm talking about when your brother came.
When my brother came in? The night I went to jail, I was at a campground. I was at a campground when I went to jail. They come and got me from the campground.
Okay. You can't hear. Y'all can't hear her?
Can anybody hear me? They can't hear you.
Y'all can't hear me?
I don't know. This is weird.
I can hear me just fine on my radio.
It sounds like you're like really far away. We hear Jen, not SP.
I can see I can hear me, so maybe y'all need to go out and come back.
Yeah, go out and come back in.
Like fans are going on. Okay, that's on her end. That's not on mine. If you hear like a fan or something, it's completely quiet. Except my dog coughing.
It's weird.
No,
Some people are weird.
Background noise. Okay, let me ask you this, Jen. Let's talk about the man you've still been living with. That you've been cohabitating with, or...
What'd you say, the night I was with my brother?
No. I don't know the guy's name that you said you was in a DV situation with.
That's Matt.
Matt. Okay, so you were still with him, right?
Off and on, not right now, no. Off and on we was. Like, he would get mad at me because I wouldn't give him money or drugs or whatever, and he would roll out on me. He would stay gone for a week at a time. He would roll out to Wilmington, and then all of a sudden he'd call me because I had the car, and he was like, oh my God, please come get me. Please come get me. I stink. I don't have clean clothes, and I've always had his clothes, which I don't have anymore. And he played me like a book. The girl that we were getting drugs from, he's screwing her now, and in the same house that my brother picked me up from.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So 90% of the money you got from supporters went for drugs and meth, correct?
No, it did not. The money that I got for hotel rooms, it went for hotel rooms. The reason we got the drugs was because the girl that we were getting it from we were friends with. I would clean her house. I would run this, run that errand. And she never had to do nothing. None of the money, I swear to God on everything I love, none of the money went for drugs.
Because please do not forget that I'm also a recovering addict. And I know how it works.
Yeah.
I know we will lie, cheat, and steal to get our drugs. And all I'm asking you here today is to be 100% honest. Because I
am being honest.
Who sent you over $3,000?
Who was that?
Well,
they probably did. In 3 years' time, they probably did. They probably did. And I plan on paying that back. In 3 years' time, they probably did. But you know what? I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to stand my ground. None of the drug money came from anybody that sent me money. It took care of the hotel rooms. It took care of gas, food for my babies, and take care of that. I swear to you, on everything I love, none of that money went for drugs.
I was a drug addict, and there's no way that every dime of that none of that money went for drugs. None of it.
None of it.
Because we know it did.
It didn't. It went from Leslie.
And you told people you were in a DV situation while you was actually living.
I was in a DV situation. It's called the battered wife syndrome. And Matt would tell me everything I wanted to hear. And I would run to his aid because he knew I didn't have nobody. And he whimmed on me. He preyed on me. And then it turned right around when I didn't give him.
But then you would get on this app and you would give these people, these good people, a sob story of being in a DV situation while you were.
And if you would listen to everything I said, I was crying out for help. I wanted to learn to stay away from him. I wanted to. I didn't like getting beat up every time I didn't give him whatever he wanted. I didn't want that. I didn't want that at all. And I will stand my ground. He knows how to prey on people, and he knows how to get inside their head. And that's it. That's the bottom line.
I know how abusers are. Most definitely.
And that's what he did. And it was like, I just wanted somebody to fucking love me for a change because I didn't even know how to love myself. And I'm learning how to do that today.
But Jen, when you text messaged, I told you that we were going to be 100% transparent.
I am being honest. No matter how much it hurts me, I am being honest.
There's no way you're going to sit here and tell me that none of that money went to Matt and none of that money went to
None of it went there because sometimes Matt had it. Matt had to go work with her dude that was like doing landscaping or whatever. Matt would go work for it and use his money that he made for her and to get the drugs from there. I would go over and clean her house, help her move because she had to move from one house to another. I would go clean her house, do her laundry, do whatever she wanted me to do. That's what I did. I worked like a slave for that woman. And then if she wanted, to do kids' laundry that was in jail or whatever, he just went to jail. I had to do running for her because she would get so stuck up in her bedroom, she couldn't leave and do nothing. She would make me do it. I was her beck and call bitch for months, for a long ass time, for a year or so.
But you were
and I got fed up with it.
People on the internet.
And that was for my dog and my cat. That was for gas. That was for hotel rooms when I did try to get away. When Matt would just run off with her ever. You can choose to believe me or not. But I'm being honest and I'm being square one honest right now.
Live stream that happened. I'd have to go back and look. But it wasn't that long ago that there was something wrong with your car. And
my engine locked up.
You ended the live like that.
Do what?
There was something wrong with your car or something. And Matt walked up. We heard a man's voice. And you ended the live.
That was actually the manager of Walmart because my engine locked up right there at Franklin Walmart and found out there's a recall on it. Matt come walking with some guy, an old lady, up down the middle, looked over, seen I was there, and started yelling and screaming obscenities. Somebody on my live called into Walmart, and what you heard was the manager coming up saying, "Are you all right? You all right?" And that's when the cops showed up later that night looking for Matt. He wasn't with me, and that's when I went into the Talbert house. That's who got me the hotel room there, and that's where I'm getting in recovery at now, outpatient.
This was at a motel or something.
No, this was at Walmart. I was stuck at Walmart for like a week. I was at Walmart for like a week or two. I was stuck there because the car wouldn't even start.
Jen, I'm gonna end this right now. I'm gonna end this, and
okay.
I would still, I'm gonna still text you because, like I said, I wasn't at.
I think you're missing a lot of what happened. I think you're missing a lot of what happened in between.
No, but I'm not missing the key point. I asked you to be 100% honest, and you're telling me not even.
I'm not lying.
Of these people's money.
Then show me proof. Show me proof, because I can vouch for everything I'm saying.
How am I going to show you proof?
If you're okay, well, you're saying you got proof that I'm lying. Do it. I respected you. I watched your growth and you being an addict and everything. I didn't even know you were an addict when we first met. You're my inspiration to be clean today. And I'm 4 weeks today.
You know. I've been honest about stealing my mama's shit, pawning it for drugs. I've been honest about behind the parking lots to get.
Oh, I never did that. I never did none of that.
Honest and transparent in my recovery.
And I have been too.
That's all I'm asking of you.
I have been too. Did my brother show you the video? Did my brother show you the video of him recording me in a shower?
Okay, so did your brother what?
Did he show you the video of him recording me in a shower?
Okay, so I don't know your brother. I haven't seen any videos like that.
There's a lot of abuse in the family that you don't know about. And when somebody tells me they love me, I hold on tight because that's all I've got.
But when me and you started out our relationship a while back, number one, hey, I want people to succeed in their recovery. But until you start being honest, and like I said, there's no
I am being honest.
You're not going to convince me that you didn't even spend $5 of somebody else's money on dope.
I didn't. Why do you think Matt would beat the shit out of me? Because I wouldn't give him none of that money. Why do you think I would get beat up all the time? Because I would not give him none of that money that somebody sent me for a hotel room, or gas, or food for the babies.
But you were.
That's why he beat the shit out of me.
But you were an addict too. I know how it works, Jen.
Okay, you know how it works for you. You don't know how it works for me.
Me and you can message, and we'll pick this up again. I know you've got a meeting to go to. Please go
at 7:30. Yeah, I got to get going.
Yes, and me.
I got to go get my 4-week corn, because I'm clean 4 weeks today. Whether you or anybody else can like it, look at me. I can look at myself in the mirror again, and I'm happy with who I see. And I'm by myself with my babies. Either you can choose to believe me, jump on this recovery road with me, and let me show you that I am clean and I mean business, or just get out of here. I don't care anymore, because this is my recovery. This is what I'm doing.
It is,
and I'm being honest.
Every day, Jen, that you find the strength to love yourself and to get rid of that abusive POS. But I also hope that in your recovery, you do find the ability to be honest. Because listen, Jen, I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, oh, if I tell
you're gunning for me. That's what you're doing. You take me and you go other places. You talk shit about me. I know I'm a piece of shit. I know I'm worthless. But today I am something, and I'm learning how to be something.
We're not doing that, Jen. We're not doing that. We're not going to.
I'm not saying we're doing it. That's what you're doing.
No, we're not. How am I doing that, Jen?
Because you're not letting me explain nothing. You're cutting me off. You're not letting me say what. That's why Matt beat the shit out of me. That's why I came on live and I told everybody, yeah, he beat the shit out of me. Because why? I wouldn't give him no money. Because I wasn't taken away from my babies. And that's one thing I still got is my babies.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. 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 I was a full-blown addict. There is no way that she's going to tell me that she didn't even spend $5 of that money on dope. I'm sorry. I wanted that to go a lot differently. Me and her messaged, we text messaged. I got about 14 messages from people saying Jenn wants to talk to you. And I wanted that to turn out a lot different than and I told her when I was messaging her, it's going to be 100% transparency, no matter how much it hurts. But like I was going to say to her, but she wanted to deflect with the, oh, I know I'm a piece of shit. I know I'm this. I know I'm that. That there is just, it's manipulation. It's manipulation. It's to make other people be like, oh, no, you're not. Here's some more fucking money. But what I was going to ask her, what I was going to tell her is I understand the reason that she's not being honest and telling y'all that she used that money for drugs. It's because she's scared nobody's going to help her anymore. If she admits that she used $5, $100, $1,000 of that money for drugs, nobody's going to help her anymore. I will not be led like I was with the last one I tried to help. My sobriety, there is nothing that I will not admit to that I done when I was a drug addict. Nothing. That's why when people talk shit about me now, it don't matter to me. Because you can't say anything about me I haven't already said about myself. But where I stand today isn't where I stood in my addiction. There's things I've admitted that a lot of people that is in recovery, been in recovery for years, still will not admit. Jenn has no other way of getting money. So, of course, she's not going to admit. Just like she said, he would beat me and I still wouldn't give him that money. Well, then apparently you don't know what having the shit really beat out of you is, because I would have given my money, my mama's money, to keep from being hit on. Like, none of us are saints in our addiction. None of us took good care of our children in our addiction. None of us took good care of our spouses in our addiction. None of us took good care of ourselves in our addiction. All I asked from her was to be honest. One thing you're not going to do, you're not going to piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. That's one thing we're not going to do over here. And then to start out with the same shit. Oh, I know I'm a piece of shit. Manipulation. Oh, you're not a piece of shit. You're not a piece of shit. Here, have some more of our money. And like I said, she's not going to admit that money went to drugs. Because even if she is clean, she feels like nobody's going to help her anymore. I can't help somebody like that. And I'm not going to waste my energy on somebody like that. She said she's got a meeting at 7:30. I hope she goes to it. I wish nothing but the best for Jen. Nothing but the best. But there's a lot of good people. A lot of good people that she scammed out of thousands of dollars. And she's not even going to admit that she used any of that for drugs. All of that went to her dogs and her motel and food. And no, it didn't. No, it didn't. And we didn't even get to get into the rest of it because this is not going to be another terrorist situation, okay? I can't go through that again. I told her before I even started this life that unless she was going to be honest, that I wasn't even going to do it. And this is why that they can come to my live instead of me going to where they control shit. Because they're not going to mute me. They're not going to do none of that. Thank you, beautifuls. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for the gifts, for the... She uses being sick to get money. She uses a DV situation when she is actively with this man, but she makes these fantastic stories of how, and then she wants to bring her brother. I don't know nothing about, I guess she thought that me and her brother talked. I don't know none of these people. Back in the day, I tried to help Jen. Way back in the day. Just like I tried to help Lisa. Just like I tried to help Tara. And here I have wasted not only my time, but y'all's time for somebody who still cannot be honest. She just talked to him 2 days ago. I love y'all very much. And exactly, Allie. Right, Deb? But see, she wants to tiptoe around all this shit. She wants to lay blame at her brother's feet. She wants to lay blame at Matt's feet. She wants to lay blame at everybody else instead of taking accountability for who she is, for what she's done. You know, I've got 3 beautiful people in this chat right now, probably more, but 3 that I know that she's gotten thousands from. And you're not going to tell me that none of that went to drugs? None of it. None of it. You're telling me you'll go for $20 fucking to get you some fucking ice, but you won't take $20 that somebody sent you under false pretenses to go get you some? Stop right now. And then for her I don't know if y'all seen that at the end. How her started coming out. Why? Because I wasn't buying what she was selling. Always in the room with her. We seen the video. She wasn't at a Walmart. She was at a motel. And she was saying something about waiting on a tow or something, a jump or something. I'd have to go back and look at the video. And you can hear him walk up and she ends the live. Like, come on now. Any of us who have been in domestic violence situations, like I said, oh, you want our money? Take it. Just stop beating me. You want my mama's money? Take it. Just stop beating me. I'm not going to take an ass whooping. And all they want is the money I've got in my pocket. Take it. And she fought with Matt and got kicked out. For her, I worked hours on it but wouldn't sign medical release. Oh, little mama, I'm working on those videos. They will be back up here in just a little bit. I'm just working on them. Because some of them I let just run. And there's like 2 or 3 hours that's just dead space. So I'm just working on a lot of those. But they are going to come back up. Exactly, Allie. Yeah, they're going to come back up, sweetheart. L83, I don't know what you're talking about. Right, Katie? Exactly. The Walmart guy gave her, what, $200? And she's telling us that this lady that she worked like a slave cleaning her house, she couldn't stay with her? Her more money, she blocked you. 5-foot disaster. No, it's fine, sweetheart. It's fine. I'm just working on it. I was talking about Jenn, Nana Tracy. So for a few of y'all that have come in that I usually run my lives on private. I only took them off private to have this discussion. Amy, I haven't watched them, but we all know that Cooper's dad lives there. Thank you, CPS. Right, Baked Beat? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. You know, I wasn't even going to do this. I wasn't even going to do this live. Because I had a feeling that she was going to do me just like the others did. Like Trey and Jess did. Caterpillar, thank you for the garland. Nana, thank you for the roses. Thank y'all all are so fucking wonderful. I appreciate y'all. But if y'all remember Jess and Trey, they wanted to blow smoke up my ass just so I'd get off their ass. Mufasa, when he came in the box. Tara, like the list goes on, that just wants me off of their ass. Brady Bunch. Y'all, thank y'all so much. I was going to turn my gifts off before I even came in here. Rizzo, thank you. Oh, yeah, no name. Me too. Yeah, Molly, Tammy, and Rose. Caterpillar. Oh, my Jesus. A flower overload. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tricky Nikki. Right, Lacey. That was Mama Tour Rose. That was so beautiful. Y'all, I just want the best for people. That's it. That's it. But they think that they can come over here, blow smoke up my ass, and get me to take the videos down. That's the end goal, right? Is to get the videos taken down so that they can continue scamming people, and we're not going to have that. So many beautiful people has been taken advantage of, all because they want to save her from a DV situation. And y'all know how I feel. And don't get me wrong, I believe she's in a DV situation. But I also believe that she's had plenty of chances to get out of that situation. She's lied to people and said she's out of that situation so they could send her more money. Thank you, Alice. Like, there is nothing. Thank you, Tanya. There's nothing that I will not. I don't know, Joan. There's nothing that I did in my addiction that I will not share with y'all. Not one thing. And that's like Sissy, you know, the Brady supporter, got in his box and was like, did you know she was a prostitute? Do you want me to tell you how you knew that? Because I told you. I told you. Because if I hadn't have told you, you would have just been guessing. I walk in my recovery with my head held high because I know everything I done while I was in full-on addiction, that I've made peace with every bit of it. Every bit of it. I've been in abusive relationships that forced me to give up my money and my drugs to them. I would lie to my mother and to other family members to get money to feed my addiction. I would steal from my beautiful husband to get my drugs. Thank you, beautiful. I love flowers. And I won't have anybody sit here and try to convince people that in their deepest addiction that they didn't use somebody else's money for drugs. Oh no, all of that was spent for what I said it was. Come on now. Do you know how many times I told my husband, oh, look, here's a nice purse, an MK purse. It's worth this much money, but I can get it for this much money. And he would give me the money when there was no purse. It was drugs. And when I got clean, that was the hardest part. Is letting this man who believed in me so much know that I lied to him over and over and over and over again for money, for drugs. And I asked her before I took the time away from what I needed to be doing right now to just be honest. And she couldn't even give me that respect. When she felt like she was in a corner, backed into a corner with her lies, that's when her fangs came out. And then that's when she started with the oh yeah, I'm just a piece of shit. I'm just a blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling me what she thinks I want to hear. I only want to hear the truth. And not for me. Not for me. How is she going to be in recovery and continue to lie about all of this? You just can't blow smoke up my ass. I was an addict more than I've been clean. For more years than I've been clean. And I've been clean 8 years. There wasn't a lie I wouldn't tell. There wasn't a deed I wouldn't do. And the people who use that against me, they only know it because I told it. Until she's honest with herself, she's not going to be in recovery. Look at Tech. I think I seen Tech come in. Look at Tech. Tech admitted, being in a dumpster. Tech admitted to. But then when people get mad, that's the shit they want to use against us. But y'all wouldn't know none of it if we didn't tell y'all that we did it. She accused me of not being clean before she ended her live. Of course she did. Of course she did. But that wasn't what she was saying while she was in the box, right? I was her inspiration. Right? But because I wouldn't buy what she was selling, then I'm an addict again, right? I'm on a MAT program. I work my program. I do the therapy I'm supposed to. I don't even take as much medication as they say I should. We do recover. You're exactly right. And Tech's got 17 years. 17 years. And that's all we want for other people. Jenn+the+survivor. Jenn+the+survivor. I recorded it. I'm about to unprivate it. And I'm being reported. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll be back here in a little bit. But I've just got my first warning, so. Caterpillar with some more flowers. Y'all, I appreciate y'all. You're exactly right. You're exactly right, Tricky. You're exactly right. And Tech has no problem sharing her stories. Because Tech knows who she was then isn't who she is now. Thank you, Allie. Lou, chill. Y'all, I will be back here in a little bit.